Let's keep silent. Let us keep silent.
Let us all stand up as we sing the Te Deum, and at the same time welcome His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. And let us maintain silence because we yield for Mass, unless you are singing the Te Deum. As the priests change their vests, That's enough. Okay. Let the bishop first remain at the altar as we proceed. As the priests change their vest, I request the bishop and the entourage at the main altar to stay there as we continue to do the next activity.
Say it.
The next activity is going to be the handover of the national youth icon to the next host. Abasigazi abanyakuli hano leka tutware omugisa guno amulwa guno omukuru nambali tujagulize okweterana kwaitu okwabasigazi abakatoliki hano mu Hoima Diocese for the National Youth Conference. Let us in a big applause stand up and welcome His Excellency the President of Uganda, who is in the midst of us. Your Excellency, you are most welcome to Hoima Diocese as we host the National Youth Conference, a function that happens every year, hosted in a particular diocese that is chosen by the Episcopal Conference, and we are always honored that whenever we invite you, you always attend these conferences of youth. Thank you for being a good father of the nation. Thank you for loving the youth, and thank you for your commitment and all the support. Your Excellency, you found when Mass was about to be concluded, the next item that has remained that was supposed to take place during the Mass is the handover of the youth icon, the icon of the cross. The youth are given the icon of the cross, a symbol that they should continue struggling with the responsibilities that are entrusted to them by the church, by the state, by their families, and in that way, they carry that responsibility. So every year, we hand over this icon to the diocese that will be leading next year, and this is what the Bishop of Hoima Diocese is going to do at this juncture. I invite the Bishop of Hoima Diocese and the national youth leaders to come in front, and this ceremony is done. The Bishop will announce to us the next destination of this icon of the cross. My Lord Bishop, you're welcome.
We are now going to hand over this icon of the youth to the Archdiocese of Gulu, who will be the next. They will be the next to hold the National Youth Conference. The camera is there.
May the youth leaders from Gulu Archdiocese,
and we wish you all success, and we thank you for your participation.
The youth chaplain of Gulu Diocese is receiving the icon. Thank you very much, my Lord Bishop. Your Excellency, at this moment, I would like to invite the national youth leaders to come here in your presence, and they introduce themselves to you so that you can see them. The national youth leaders, can you come here? Come to this mic here. So I invite the National Youth Coordinator to address us in only 3 minutes.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, invited guests in your different capacities, bishops, ladies and gentlemen, protocol observed. We are excited in a very special way as the young people of Uganda, and specifically the Catholic youth, for your presence here. I am here only to introduce to you the delegation. Meanwhile, there is a young person who is going to give a message on behalf of our young people of Uganda. Your Excellency, I would like to start with this. We have delegation from Rwanda Episcopal Conference led by the National Chaplain, Father Alex. And wherever they are, they can wave to you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for accepting our invitation. We also have delegation from the Democratic Republic of Congo, specifically from Mahagi Diocese, led by 2 chaplains, that is Father Lampard and Father Emmanuel. Wherever you are, wave to His Excellency, and thank you so much for coming to join the young people of Uganda. With us here, Your Excellency, we have the team from the National Youth Office of Uganda Episcopal Conference. Right on my left is the National Youth Coordinator, Reverend Father Benedict Mugerwa. Can you wave to His Excellency? And thank you, Father, for animating our young people of Uganda. We also have a team of chaplains. I will kindly request that when I mention your province, you will stand together in a team because we are limited by time. We have the team from Gulu Ecclesiastical Province. All the delegates from Gulu Ecclesiastical Province, rise up. Thank you, and wave to His Excellency. We have the team from Kampala Ecclesiastical Province. Wave to His Excellency. We have the team from Tororo Ecclesiastical Province. Wave to the Excellency. And we have the team from Barara Ecclesiastical Province. Kindly wave to His Excellency. We are excited and would like to say this to you, that your presence here is love to us. And on this note, I would like to invite our leader to pass on to you the message the young people of Uganda have for you. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Lordships, Vicars General, the National Director, Lay Apostolate Department of UEC, the National Youth Chaplain, priests present, religious men and women, the Prime Minister, the Cabinet Ministers, the UNCLA President, the National Youth Coordinator, dear fellow youth, and all distinguished guests, protocol observed, good afternoon. Today, as we conclude this transformative conference, on behalf of NAIC, it gives me great joy on my own behalf and on behalf of all the Catholic youth in Uganda, say a word towards the noble cause of today's gathering. First and foremost, I give the glory back to God for He has enabled us to be here and celebrate this memorable event of the National Youth Conference. As youth, we live in a world thirsting for justice, peace, and hope, and as Catholic youth, we have resolved not to lament on our challenges, but rather use them as a source of courage and have solutions here and there, so that we can see one another bloom and blossom as we continue aspiring to inspire before we expire. Our faith calls us to action, as St. Paul wrote Timothy, let no one look down on you because you are young, but set an example in speech, conduct, love, faith, and purity. This is our charge, to be witnesses of Christ in how we think, how we speak, and most importantly, how we love. Over these past days, we have shared ideas, prayed together, and built a vision for a brighter future, but the work does not end here. Our faith compels us to return to our homes and our parishes, and our communities with a renewed commitment to be ambassadors of hope. In a time where despair and division seem louder than unity, let us be hands and feet of Christ, offering healing and reconciliation wherever we go. Advocate for justice, let us fight for the dignity of human life, from the unborn child to the elderly. Let us speak for those who cannot speak for themselves, the marginalized, the poor, and the forgotten. Champion sustainability, the beauty of God's creation is entrusted to us. Let us lead in protecting the environment, ensuring a future where faith and ecology walk hand in hand. And to our lovely hosts, Hoima Diocese, your immense love, care, support, coupled with the better arrangements, will always be something to look up to and give thanks to God. Keep up the good work, and we are proud of you. And to everyone by whose effort this function has been a success, we say thank you. To our esteemed leaders and bishops, thank you for working with us. Your guidance inspires us, and your trust empowers us. Mr. President, your presence here today ignites the value of youth in shaping a nation. We ask for your continued support, not just in word, but in policy and action, so that the dreams of young people can become realities grounded in faith and service. And we continue thanking you for your compassion, your philanthropy to help those in need, and your wonderful leadership. And in a special way, allow me to thank you on behalf of the National Youth Office for the donation to Kasana Luwero Diocese towards the construction of a youth center and all government programs that benefit the youth. And Mr. President, through your love and care, we request for more support towards the establishment of our diocesan youth centers in all the 4 ecclesiastical provinces, beginning with Hoima Diocese in Imbarara Ecclesiastical Province. To my fellow youth, let us not wait for the perfect circumstances to begin our mission. Let us remember the courage of Mary, who said yes, despite uncertainty. Let us say yes to God's call in our lives with that same boldness. And as we depart, let us carry this fire within us, igniting our communities with hope, love, and service. Together with God as our guide, we will shape a future not just built by our hands, but inspired by His eternal plan. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year for God and my country, delivered with humility and hope by Francis Sagama Jr., the youth leader for Porto Catholic Diocese, on behalf of the National Executive. I thank you.
Thank you, the national youth leaders. You can take up your seats now. Your Excellency, I take this opportunity to invite the National Director of the Youth Apostolate at the Uganda Episcopal Conference to give a few remarks.
Your Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Robina Nabanja, Honorable Ministers present, the Right Reverend Bishop Vincent Kirabo, Bishop of Hoima, our host, Right Reverend Robert Muhirwa, Bishop of Fort Portal, Mr. Ndyanabo Gervas, the President of UNCLA, and on this occasion, to be clear, I mean the head of the laity, of the Catholic laity in Uganda. The honorable members of Parliament, other political and civil leaders present, and the religious and clergy, the invited guests, our beloved youth, national youth present here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to be here and to address you on behalf of the Lay Apostolate Department of Uganda Episcopal Conference. Present here from our department are 3 members. You have just seen Madam Joyce Zako, who is the National Coordinator for the Youth, my deputy, but also the National Chaplain of the Youth, Father Mugerwa. Benedict was also introduced. We are very happy to be here and address this gathering. Your Excellency, as you may know, and maybe I should just again remind you that this event we have here is an annual event of Uganda Episcopal Conference organized through the leadership of a particular diocese. It is organized on a rotational basis among the 19 dioceses, the 19 Catholic dioceses of Uganda. This year has been the turn of Hoima Diocese. And so the National Central Organizing Committee has done a wonderful job. We should clap for Hoima. This was really extraordinary. Big success. Talk of numbers, it has been so massive, but the whole organization and the arrangement has been really very exemplary. We thank you again, Your Excellency, for having taken time to meet with the youth as a priority, to be here and meet with your youth. The last big meeting like this one we had was before COVID-19, and it was in Kasana Luwero. Again, there you were present. So we thank you for taking the youth as a priority and again for being present with them. We appreciate the Right Reverend Vincent Chirabo, Bishop of this Diocese of Hoima, for accepting the challenge of hosting the youth, the young people of Uganda and beyond. And it's not always easy. The bishops who have gone through this will tell you that's not always easy to have 10,000, 20,000 youth in one place and for almost a week. But Hoima has made it, and we appreciate the bishop and the team he put in place for this. We thank the national and Australian youth leaders for the mobilization of the youth. As I said, they were really massive. The numbers were really massive. All of you, the young people, we thank you for having responded positively to our invitation. Thanks for the sacrifices you made to be here, and also for the participation in the various activities of the conference, and for the high standards of discipline you maintained throughout the conference. If a visitor came here during the conference, if people said, let's keep quiet, you would even hear the needle dropping down. These youth were so much disciplined, and everything went smoothly because of that. So we thank you. Now, as we end this conference of 2024, we ask you, our dear youth, to go and put in practice what you learned here. You might have gained good friends here, and I think it's a good place to get friends. They might be good ones. I earned some friends by being with others here. And that was good. You might have acquired a lot of new information also during the conference and from the facilitators. But now the truth is, and the most important point is, go and implement that good that you have gained here. Keep in mind that you are team who? Jesus. You are team who? Jesus. So let's go from the start, the Bishop of Hoima, Bishop Chirabo, already helped us understand that we are team Jesus. Let us remain that team and represent Jesus really as a team, as his team. The youth, you are the majority of this country. This is no secret. You can go to the recent census. You are the majority. You are the majority of the church in Uganda. But you are not only a majority now, but I think even tomorrow. Therefore, this country and the church is yours. The church of today and of tomorrow. We count on you to move us in the right direction. So you have been given good input this week regarding some of the things that need to be done. Go and do them then. Go and put them in practice. I hope no one will keep lamenting if things are not going well, because you are in charge. Go and change the life of our society and of the church. Now things are in your hands. I probably just say that you have only to move in the right direction, and the rest of this country and the church will follow suit. You have been given very good input regarding some of the things that you need to do. Now go and do them. But remain focused. Remain focused on your dream. Our UNCRA president, Mr. Andjanabo, when he addressed you, he reminded you of this. They need to remain focused on your dream. And if you do, nothing will stop you. Nothing will stop you, because you are what? You are unstoppable. You remember that phrase. You are what? Unstoppable. So go and do what needs to be done. And nothing and no one will stop you if you follow what has been taught you based on scriptures and our Lord and Master, Jesus Christ. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, the Director of the Youth Apostolate, the Uganda Episcopal Conference. At this juncture, Your Excellency, I want to take this opportunity to invite Right Reverend Vincent Kirabo Amoti, the Bishop of Hoima Catholic Diocese, who has hosted us here, to come and give his remarks on this memorable occasion. Let us clap for the Bishop as coming to address us.
Your Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, the Prime Minister and Leader of Government, Business, Right Honorable Robin Anabanja, Your Lordships present, the Sheikh, the Chief Kadi Hoima, Honorable Ministers present, Members of Parliament, distinguished guests, the clergy, religious men and women, the youth who are attending this conference, ladies and gentlemen, including the press. Your Excellency, I wish to take this opportunity to welcome you warmly to this closing ceremony of the National Youth Conference. You are very, very welcome, Your Excellency. I thank you very sincerely for taking off time from your very, very busy schedule to come and be with us today. I therefore wish to express the joy which all of us have, including the participants of the National Youth Conference, for the occasion to receive knowledge and ideas from Your Excellency on social economic transformation. The National Youth Conference was initiated by the Catholic Bishops of Uganda under the umbrella of the Uganda Episcopal Conference. It is a religious festival that gathers young people from all over the country in one place annually. This year they have been in Hoima, in the ecclesiastical province of Mbarara. It creates a vibrant platform for the youth aged between 12 and 35 years to share various perspectives of life, exchange of ideas, and tackle modern challenges and opportunities. While appreciating achievements already put in place by both the church and government. This conference started on the 10th of December, and it will end today with your official closing. It has been attended by a number of youths, nearly 15,000, from the 19 Catholic dioceses of Uganda. And we have also, Your Excellency, had delegates from other neighboring countries like Rwanda, DRC. Your Excellency, throughout this conference, the youths have been empowered to actively participate in the socio-economic development of society. Have been encouraged to live productive lives. Through meaningful work, embrace their responsibilities as citizens, by upholding integrity, guided by gospel values, and collaborate in groups to achieve self-sustainability. Your Excellency, here I would like to present just a glance at what Hoima Diocese is like. This diocese stretches from Karuma in the north to Muzizi in the south. The diocese covers a geographical area of 17,200 square kilometers. Making one of the largest Catholic dioceses in the country. It has 54 parishes and 1,021 outstations. We have human resource of 237 priests, diocesan priests, and 1,276 catechists. Hoima Diocese has 1,155,000 baptized living Catholics and has about 1,200 pieces of land on which development projects are carried out. The diocese is a founding body of 626 pre-primary and primary schools, 65 secondary schools, and 9 post-secondary and technical schools, as well as 21 health centers. the economic and social development programs we have in the diocese. Your Excellency, we are engaged in coffee farming and animal breeding. Coffee farming is an important venture which I personally encouraged to begin, encouraged to spread to our people, to undertake both on church land and on family land. As an example, Your Excellency, at my residence up there in Bujumbura, I have set up a demonstration garden of half an acre for people to emulate. Your Excellency, I want to assure you that it is doing very well. This gives me a yield of 14 bags, half an acre, 14 bags. And this half acre is right in front of my house, residence. Then I have another half acre at the backyard. So 1 acre was able to get 28 bags of coffee. And I was able to have something for salt and sugar. So I've been encouraging our people around, and a good number of them have taken interest in coming to see the beauty and the treasure of coffee. And Your Excellency, I have encouraged the entire diocese to plant coffee. We started this project in 2020, and we are yielding a good harvest. This is a clear indicator that this venture has potential, high potential, to pull our people out of poverty very fast. I'm not sure about this, Your Excellency. I was thinking if you had time just to stop by and have a look at the demonstration garden. But if it is not possible, it is what, Your Excellency. We have Butema Brick Factory, which produce high-quality building bricks and employs over 100 people. We have Hoima Diocese Construction Department, which carries out building projects. And now we started the development of St. Mary's Specialty Children and Women's Hospital project here at Bujumbura. This project, which is ongoing, was conceived out of the real need of health services given to the poor health indicators in our Bunyoro region. For example, recent national survey findings indicate that Bunyoro region had the lowest proportion of mothers attending antenatal clinic visits. Bunyoro region has the third highest infant mortality rate in Uganda. Bunyoro region has the highest children stunting rate in the country. So this gave us reason to think of expanding our services to the people by making this venture of Children's and Women's Hospital. Your Excellency, I wish to acknowledge with deep gratitude the strong support which Hoima Catholic Diocese has received and continue to receive from you and the government. We are very grateful. Just to give quick examples, the great contribution of 300 million to support the National Youth Conference we are having today. To the National Conference, the obligation was on Hoima Diocese to raise all the money required. So we thank you, Your Excellency, for coming to our aid. I also acknowledge with gratitude the contribution received from Your Excellency through the Honorable Prime Minister of Uganda of 300 million to develop, to support our project of the specialized hospital. We are very grateful. We received it with gratitude. And some time back, you supported us with the vehicles, Hilux vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles for the various departments, 4 Mitsubishi vehicles, pickups, and then this bus for St. Andrea Kahwa, which has supported the educational program so much. And St. Andrea Kahwa is one of the best schools in the country. And we really thank you for this. And I wish to commend the wonderful work the government has undertaken in improving access infrastructure in the Bunyoro, tarmacking of roads in the Bunyoro area, Hoima City, and at Bujumbura Hill. We are very, very grateful. I would like to thank the organizers of this conference, headed by our Vice General Monsignor Robert Mujisa, who have worked hard to put the entire function together. I thank you completely. I wish also to thank the youths who have participated in this conference. And I urge dear youths to put into practice all the ideas you have received in this conference. I extend my deepest gratitude to the political leadership in Bunyoro, our political leaders, and our professionals in the region. Allow me sometime in future, to come over and explain to you in detail, have a one-to-one talk with you, and see how we can carry on with the development of this area. I thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for loving the youth. And God bless you, Your Excellency.
A big hand clap for the Bishop once again. Thank you, my Lord Bishop, for your address. At this juncture, I take this opportunity, on top of the assistance given to us by His Excellency, also to thank everyone who has done his best to make sure that this activity of 1 week has been a success. I'd like to, at this very moment, to invite Honorable Minister Grace Mugasa Akiki, State Minister for Public Service, to come and make some recognitions. As she comes, after making these recognitions of some of our dignitaries who are here, she will in turn invite the Prime Minister to make remarks, and the Prime Minister will invite for us the chief guest, His Excellency the President. Thank you.
Praise God. God is good. Museveni oye. Youth oye. Hoima Catholic Diocese oye. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, my Lord the Bishops and the clergy, our dear Right Honorable Prime Minister, my colleague the ministers, the honorable members of parliament, our distinguished political leaders here present, our dear leaders of the youth, our dear NRM leaders who are seated here, our dear BAKRISTU, mwebale muno kwija. Nsemerirwe muno muno muno. I'm very happy and excited today really because His Excellency has made it today to address the youth. We want to thank you, Your Excellency, because you really have tight schedules. But as a parent, you decided to come and talk to the young people because you are very passionate about the next future. And I'm given a task of recognizing some of our dignitaries who are here, and I will start with our religious leaders who are here, more especially the top ones who have come from different denominations. Waitu Owektinisa Bishop Jacobo Ateirweho Amoti Bunyoro Kitara webale kwija. Waitu Omusita Arukwera District Card Sheikh Musa Babanja Bunyoro Muslim District. You are most welcome. Our MP, our honorable ministers here present, I have Mr. Barugahara. We call him doctor. He's a doctor. Dr. Barugahara Balam Atenyi. He's the minister in charge of the youth. Waitu Biamukama Omnyanyazi Atwoki Esubiri Abugangaizi kandi MP Baitu kandi Minister wa Transport. You are most welcome, my brother. Tuinaba MP baitu bojonkusaba mwemere muhubiriho ga President Nimbaranga. Honorable Kazini Francis Buhaguzi Chikube District. Honorable Emile Kugonza Buyanja Kibale District. Honorable Itaza Stephen Buhaguzi East Chikube District. Honorable Karubanga David Chigorobia Hoima District. That is my predecessor. Wewe mugurusi webale kutugonza kutuhereza geki kalekyo. Honorable Businge Harriet Hoima District Woman MP. Honorable Isingoma Patrick Mwesigwa Hoima East Hoima City. Ogoba Mweto Obama. Honorable Nyakato Asinas Hoima City Woman MP. She was also a shadow minister for agriculture. Akiali mukituru baitu wekitinisa president okubimanya nkuturabikora. Akialo mukituru muhara wange. Honorable Akugizibwe Aled Buruli Masindi. Honorable Kiza Kenneth Nyenduoha, Bujenje Masindi. Honorable Natumanya Florence, Chikube Woman MP. Honorable Dr. Asime Florence, Woman MP Masindi. Ogwatumweta Dancing Queen. Honorable Pius Wakabi, Bugaya Hoima District. Honorable Atugonza Alan, Bulisa District. We have our chairpersons LOC 5. Can you stand up, chairpersons? Plus the mayor of Hoima City. Brian Kaboyo, the mayor of Hoima City. Honorable Lukum Fred, the chairman of Bulisa District. Honorable Cosmas Biarhanga, the chairman of Masindi District. Honorable Banura Peter, the chairman of Chikube District. Honorable Usman Mubarak Kadiri, the chairman of Hoima District. The RDCs and RCCs present, Muhubiraho President, our appointing authority. Our division mayors, where are you? The division mayors. Our NRM leadership. That is the city leadership of NRM. Twina bakiara bamani na banyoro bamani. NRM oye. Oye msemeju. Baitu muikirize ndange na nyonyi no musajja. Dear youth, I'm also married to Mr. Mugasa Aloysius, the son of President Museveni, because he's born by a Musita woman. And this man has married me for the last 34 years. He's a strong man. Your Excellency, the President, we want to thank you for the generous contributions, Bishop Akusimireira, the Prime Minister, Right Honorable Nabanja Akiki, webale kutuherezo omuzizi. Honorable Minister Kasaija has made a contribution. Honorable Florence Asimwe, Honorable Kazini, Honorable Joseph Rionga. The parishes in this diocese have made contributions. Even outside this diocese, other dioceses, the 19 dioceses have made contributions. The business people, we have health centers and schools in this diocese, they have also made contributions. Businessmen in town, HB Hotel, Uganda Kolping Hotel, Holping Society, Mika Resort, Hoima Resort, Crown Hotel, Glory Summit, Millennium Business School, Hofokam, individuals, Mr. Kabagambe Francis, Mr. Kagawa Patrick, Mr. Gervas Indianabo, head of the laity. We have very many people. Hoima Regional Referral Hospital, Hoika, Honorable Donald Bategeka, Hoima City Health Officer, Rotarians, Uganda Blood Bank, Red Cross, Centenary Bank, Total Energies, ECOP, Amon Zondera, Principal UTC Kiema, Honorable Noel Nikisembo, Honorable Emile Kugonza, Honorable Akugizibwe are led. I also made contributions, Your Excellency. Twina Bishop White Baba SDA Bojenyi, Ali Nkaha Baba White. Oh, Bishop Mugenyi Anatoli of the SDA Church, you are most welcome, Tata White. Omjuara Kondo, Kabagambe Karisa Mtabani Wabasita, Aroha, this one is your presidential advisor, Your Excellency. Honorable Beatrice Vienkia Nyakaisiki Akiki, former woman member of parliament, Hoima District. Twina Omtabani Waitu Nyakana, Omtezu Webikonde, former mayor, Kampala Central. I cannot exhaust the list, but we want to recognize all of you. And we thank you for honoring our invitation. We thank the Catholic Church for organizing this very big event, which was well attended by over 10,000 youth. Your Excellency, it is an honor to see that we have youth still in the church. We want to thank God. Your Excellency, we were honored on the 26th of January, 1986, a baby was born. And this baby is named after you, Father Museveni Patrick. He became a Catholic priest. He is the head of the communications department. We normally call him President. He's your son, and he supports you. And all the clergy of Hoima support you. They support you sincerely, Your Excellency. So, Dr. Joseph Tumwebazi from Kanungu, stand up for recognition. This man is a volunteer mobilizer, Your Excellency. He's my son. He came from Kanungu, but became my son yesterday, and he has sponsored us also. He has mobilized the borders, he has bought t-shirts. So we have worked together. Thank you, my son, Joseph. I want to thank whoever has worked here. Chichoncho, you have also worked with us. Can you stand up also for recognition? Your security team, Your Excellency, is super. They worked with us very well. They've guided us. Now, may I take this honor to invite the Right Honorable Prime Minister and Leader of Government Business, your daughter, Honorable Nabanja Robina Akiki Majegeri.
Your Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, my Lord the Bishops and the clergy, the Honorable Ministers, the Honorable Members of Parliament, our local leaders present, the youth of the Catholic Church of the Republic of Uganda, thank you for coming, our dear youth. Clap for yourselves. I know the President is listening. Let me continue in interest of time. I want to request everybody to join me in thanking the President for accepting to come and preside over this function. Please clap. Mutero mungaro zirani zabika zabike. Nkwenda kuhuro bururu. Mr. President, I request that you allow me to thank the Hoima Catholic Diocese for hosting this very important youth conference. I am reliably informed we have drawn youth from all over the country, and I want to thank you, my Lord the Bishop. Thank you so much. I want to thank the young people of the Catholic Church for accepting to come here and be trained. And I'm told you have participated and you have been good students. Thank you so much. May God bless you all. Mr. President, I want to thank you for the developments in the Bunyoro sub-region. I know the Bishop talked about some. Baitu ikiriza nkusime umurunyoro. Muikirize musimo umurunyoro. Habwe ngudo za chorus. Mukama waitu webale. Habwa Hoima Kabarega Airport muzeyi webale. Tujja kuzirora ennyonyi nizibungo mu mwanya nizigwa hano Bunyoro webale muzeyi. Habwa Hoima Stadium ekisaahe ky'omupiira ekikujja ku hostinga AFCON kiri hano Hoima. Muzeeyi abwatita kusiima. Abasigazi muteere mu ngalo mbawuure. Muzeeyi weebale kuvumbula ebyamagita, oil and gas here in Bunyoro. Your Excellency, thank you so much. Your Excellency, let me report that Hoima Regional Referral Hospital got a blood bank and is complete and functional. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. The support to the church has already been enumerated by the bishop. I will not repeat that. But let me thank you for the support to our kingdom and for treating our king. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Mr. President, there are so many things you have done. And for us, we are just saying thank you. Ebulajiwa tukusima bwongerwa webale kutusagika itu abaana ba hanu Bunyoro kutuwa emirimo. Muzeeyi ateeko mu government yawo baba minister tuli hanu am present sir ba ministers tuina owebyeste ensawo ya sente empuule akuruga hanu Bunyoro. Muzeeyi ntukusiima abaana bawe boona hano webale tuwa emirimu n'emirimu egindi akulira bya poliisi mwana waitu hano omwana ejjo eryo tuwaire solicitor general. Muzeeyi webale muteere mu ngalo abalungi. Muzeeyi, I can only say thank you so much. Bunyoro University, which is in the process, we also thank you. Because imanyire muzeeyi ojja kikola. I know the processes that are taking place. Thank you so much. We have already 20 billion in the budget. For your information, honorable members and everybody present, Bunyoro University is also coming. Muzeeyi ningonza kutwala omugisa guno kukusiima bwa Wealth creation programs. Na kuno PDM eriyo, emyoga giriyo, esente z'abasigazi ziriyo na kuno. Muzeeyi webale itwe tukusiima busiima. With those words, Your Excellency, we have not introduced my Lord, the Bishop of Fort Portal Diocese. Please stand up for recognition. Bishop Muhire. And all the Catholic priests, please stand up and recognize the presence of our President. and all the Catholic nuns, our sister. Inywe na mwemerere babaterero mu ngaro. Abana ba Mukama. Mukama wange President. Yikiriza nkwete. Nchimanyiro ino mukoro gundi. Baitu webale kuija. Webale kurora nguno tuwo bwire kandi kuija. On time. Muzeyo inawaka. Thank you so much.
The Right Honorable Prime Minister Nabanja, the ministers, His Lordship the Bishop, Bishop Chirabo, Bishop Muhirwa, the other bishops, the CAD, all the other leaders, religious and political, and the youth, the leaders of the youth. All the youth who are here. Now, before I forget, at the end of my speech, I want a picture with Museveni. After my speech, you come and you show how old NRM is. Because you were born on the 26th of January, and you are now the same age as I am. Now, the one who is talking to you is a former youth. And a former youth who was very active from a very early age. Now what I would like to, I'm very glad with the Catholic Episcopal Conference for organizing this conference for the youth. The Banyankole say, akati kainukwa kachiri kabisi. You bend a branch when it is still not dry. If you try to bend it when it is dry, it breaks. So, mentoring young people is very good. I want to congratulate the church for remembering that. When you talk of youth, don't talk only of biology. Youth, 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 youth. That's biology. You must also add ideology and spirituality. Within ideology, you also have spirituality. So this is what the Catholic Church is doing, and I'm very happy with that. When Uganda got independence, many of the leaders were, all the leaders were young people. All of them. The only one who was above 40 was Nadiope. All the others were youth. Kakonge, 26 years old, Ibinjira, 28, Obote, 35, Mutesa, 39. They were all young people, and I was watching them. I was also young, but younger than them. But those people failed very badly. Even Amin was a young man. He was in his 30s. So young, without ideology, without spirituality, is not enough. It can actually lead to very dangerous consequences, as happened to Uganda. Now, in order to solve our social, I'm glad the church is talking about the socio-economic issues. Because you remember, Jesus' mission had 4 elements. He preached the gospel, he healed the sick, fed the hungry, and also worked with his own hands in the carpentry of Joseph. This is what Jesus did, the 4, all of them. There were 4 dimensions to his work. But in the past, there was a mistake for the churches to only talk about spirituality, only preaching only. So I'm very glad to see the shift in the churches and in the mosques to address the socio-economic issues. Now, in the socio-economic, and you could even say political side, what we did with the NRM, with the former youth, in the 1960s as a student movement, we started with the question of what is the diagnosis of society? Because if you are a leader, you must be like a doctor. You must say, what are the sicknesses of this society? Like a doctor making a diagnosis of a patient. If the diagnosis is wrong and the prescription is wrong, the patient will not be cured. And this is what happened to Uganda in the 1960s and has been happening to many African countries, some of them up to today. Now, one of the misdiagnoses was to think that identity was more important than interests. So that was the biggest disaster for many parts of the world, including Uganda. Before colonialism, there were these tribal wars here. Nyoro against Baganda, Baganda against Banyankore. Now, when the Europeans came, they added another dimension, the hostilities among the religious groups, Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, fighting one another. This was a very big mistake because they were emphasizing identity. Identity, I am this religion, I am that tribe, as the most important issue. Yes, identity is important, but it is personal to you. It should not be externalized to conflict with other people. Now that's where we came in with the former youth. And we came in because, as some of you have been saying, some of us are from this area. We are ancient people of this area. When you hear my clan, the Basita, we are Banansangwa Owano. So, we are wealth creators. I am a cattle keeper, I am a cultivator. As a cattle keeper, I produce milk, I produce beef, as a cultivator, I produce bananas and other crops. Now, anybody who buys my products, buys my milk, buys my beef, buys my bananas, is assisting me, is supporting my prosperity. And it's not necessary after the Banyankwere don't buy my milk so much because they have the same milk also. They have milk, I have milk. They have beef, I have beef. They don't buy from me. So the people who buy from me most are people from other areas. Now, when you push the line of identity and you forget about interests, you are first and foremost an enemy of your own interests, of yourself. You are an enemy of yourself. Because if there is no Uganda, there is no Africa, there is no way you can be prosperous. That's how United States became a prosperous part of the world, and nearby countries like Latin America are in poverty. Because in the United States, they united, formed a very big country where you can sell whatever you produce from New York to California. That's how they became a very powerful country, although they started just yesterday, long after our own kingdoms were here in Uganda. So therefore, the first thing I would like to mention to you is the NRM ideology. That's why we tell you of patriotism. Love Uganda. Why? Because you need it for your own good. If you want to be prosperous, you need Uganda. Pan-Africanism. Love Africa. Why? Because you need Africa for your own prosperity. Now that we are a bit serious, we are producing so much maize, the internal market is not enough. Sugar, the internal market is not enough. Milk, the internal market is not enough. And as we go on waking up from sleep, we shall find that not only do we need Uganda, we need Africa also for our prosperity. So I'm therefore very glad that the Catholic Church is reinforcing what we in the government have been trying to do by turning you into wealth creators. You shouldn't be just spectators. Up to 1962, only 9% of the people were in the money economy. Only 9% were producing cash crops. When we came in and we kept talking and struggling, by 2013, only 32% were in the money economy. The others were what we call IKORA and ISHIZE, working only for the stomach, what they call subsistence agriculture. And I could see the danger here. That's when I involved the army under Operation Wealth Creation. Please, come and get seeds and take seedlings and take them to these people. Coffee, which the bishop talked about. We distributed a lot of that coffee. That's how Uganda now is producing a lot of coffee. We have gone from 2 million bags to now 9 million bags. And we are almost hitting 12 million. So when we have checked in the last census, we have found that at last, 67% of the people are now in the money economy. It is the 33 who are still outside. But the danger is that even the ones in the money economy go there without ekibaro. They just okutomera. Like here in Bunyoro, I remember you were doing tobacco. And some of the people do maize. I hear even people are talking of sugarcane. Now, those are crops which can only make money if you do them on a big scale. But if you do 1 acre, 2 acres of sugarcane, of maize, of tobacco, you are not going to get out of poverty. That's why I am glad Bishop Chavo has agreed with us. I don't know whether he read our documents or he got it by himself, that coffee is one of the high-value crops. This is what we put in our manifesto of 1996. But people don't bother, they don't listen. Just go, rallies, oh yeah. They don't speak the essence. But if you read the manifesto of 1996, we had already done research and we recommended 7 activities for the people with 4 acres and less. We said if you have got 4 acres and less, the medicine for you is intensive agriculture. Intensive agriculture means you do high-value activities. Even if you do them on a small scale, you will get good returns. This is different from extensive agriculture. Extensive agriculture is like when you grow maize or sugarcane or tobacco or cotton. Because even if you get 1 million per acre per year, because you have done it on a big scale, you will get good money. But coffee, with 1 acre, you can get up to 18 million shillings in 1 acre, instead of getting 1 million for maize or sugar cane. So in the 1996 manifesto, we advised, if you have got 4 acres, in 1 acre, you put coffee. 2nd acre, put fruits. Put fruits. Mangoes, oranges, or pineapples in the lowlands. In the highlands, there are other crops, other fruits which can grow there, like apples. 3rd acre, do pasture for 0 grazing cows. And 1 acre can give you can look after 8 cows. And 8 cows can give you good milk if they are good breeds. Then 4th acre, you put food for the family. In the backyard, you put poultry for eggs. In the backyard, you can also put piggery. And then those who are near the wetlands can do fish farming. These are the 7 activities we recommended for those of 4 acres or less in 1996. And while I agree with Bishop Chirabo that coffee is very good, but in order to spread risks, because the coffee is good now, because the demand is growing, the demand of coffee is growing. That's why I recommend it. You know, for us, whatever we recommend, we have studied it very minutely. Coffee, some years ago, the global demand was 118 million bags, 60 kilogram bags. It is now 160 million kilograms. It has grown because people who could not previously afford coffee, because of poverty, like the Chinese and the Indians are now beginning to drink coffee, because coffee is a bit more expensive than tea. But I don't want my people, when the children are playing, they walk on one leg. It is called kechokomba. Umunyoro baketa bata. Bana kwa bazana kuzanda agendera kuguru kumu. Byakutag culture. Mpabura. When the children are playing and they walk on one leg, our home umushari, ija hamzindaro hari. Leka mwijikura beno yakora mu murumo nawe.
It's called chodo. Your Excellency, it is called kachodo in Runyoro. Kachodo.
Kachodo.
Yes.
Aha. Tindikugonza abantu bange babe har kachodo. Awoka kachodo kogenda kugurukumu no genda betu no joha bwangu. It is easier to more comfortable, more reliable to walk on two legs. And if you get 4 legs, you get a bicycle. Those are 4 legs now. And if you get a car, the legs are now, you are 2 plus 4. So you are with 6 legs. So the more legs you have, the better. So I'm now the people in Bukedi have done some research and have added cocoa. Cocoa as another high value crop. Cocoa is already doing well in Bundubujo. Bundubujo is doing well, and also in Mukono. Then in Karangara, we have done well with palm oil. But for me, if we do any of this original 7, coffee, fruits, dairy, zero grazing, food for the family, eggs, poultry, piggery, and fish farming. If you do any or a combination of them, you have done very well. Now, there is a young man, I'm glad the bishop has developed the half an acre. I will come another time to see it. Now I'm rushing, I've got another function. But there is one young man, Biamkama. He was elected in Kagadi there, Kakumi. His father was my good friend, Kamanyere. Now, when he was elected, his father was very excited. He decided to bring him to me, to Kumunyanjura, Mtabanu wange bamukomere. So I told him, I said, you young man, if you want to be successful, you should listen to what we said in 1996. You know, this manifesto, 1996, about Bakufayo. I have done experiments. I have got a model farm in Kaumu. I have got a model farm in other places. In Kisozi, I have done all this. Betabantu ibukubagambira tubakufa. Bari havindi, bari mpira ya buraya, biha. So what can you do? Nyo nikana ni magamba. Yesu akatuyambaira. Hariho urufumu umuntu wagenzere kusiga. ensigo ezimu zikagwa ha mwandara za yoma izange zikara nizoma nisiga nizoma ensigo ezimu zagwa ombisaka za siskara bite ensigo ezimu zagwa itake rungi za yera kurungi. So this Byamukama boy, man, honorable. Listen to my advice. I don't know whether his video is there. You can show it to them here. Did my people bring it? I go with my videos to show. And I would have to capture the video of Bishop Chirabo to show it to the people. My team, when you go from here, go and capture the video of Bishop Chirabo. He's half an acre. Did you bring my videos? Huh? You knew this was other people's function. It's there. Oh, baba yinu bamanya ngo mukoro gutugwangiye guno basigayo Byamukama genda mzindaro otobwa kaiso. Umbugambe butoito.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Speaking English, some people are from other areas.
Okay, thank you very much, Your Excellency. Protocol observed, my dear youth who are here. I'm Fred Byamukama. Even if I'm younger, but I'm a member of Parliament for Buganga West constituency in Kakumiro here. And by the love of the President and by God's grace, I'm the Minister of State in charge of transport. My dear youth, because this message goes to you, though it is for all of us, early 2021, I visited His Excellency the President when I had just been elected with my father. Of all the messages he gave us, I picked one. He said, if you need to be a good leader, this message, you must take your electorates out of poverty. And when they're out of poverty, they will not even disturb, even beg you. I requested him to visit what he was saying. We visited Rwachitura, we visited Sozi, we visited Kaumo, together with my father. But what I learned, that his message, we should teach people to use the small land available. They come out of it. When I looked around in Nyoro, the average land holding capacity for acres. I was my father when he was still alive. In 2021, I came and started up Kamanyere Demonstration Farm. I named this farm before the name of my father because he's the one who took me to the president. And this farm, I put it to lead by example. The 4 acres which we started in 2021, we have 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. We have half an acre of pineapple. We have 1 acre of grass, which is feeding the 6 cows for zero grazing. Then we have also poultry, about 25,000 birds, but those giving us eggs, the 11,000. And we have piggery, about 170. This one I don't sell, I give to my neighbors. Then also we have some small vegetables near the compound. But on this farm, currently, from poultry alone, the 11,000 birds, because we know each poultry gives 1 egg per day. I get 302 trays per day. So when I sell
300 and how many?
302 trays per day.
302.
Those are 302 trays per day.
302 trays of eggs per day.
Yes, Mzee. So there's 302 trays of eggs per day.
Hanu mbunyoro tumbungereza hanu mbunyoro. Pure box private bag. Private bag yakakumirelinka. Mubende au hoima.
Karuguza. Kibale. So I'm supposed to get from poultry alone about 118 million per month, but I can't save all that. We buy feeds, pay workers. I get net profits of 55 million per month from poultry alone.
From poultry?
From poultry. But currently our money increased because this model farm, I started 2021. So the yields are increasing slowly. Currently, our cows of zero grazing.
What is the total net earning from your 4 enterprises per year?
Currently, we have reached at 72 million net profit, Your Excellency.
72
million Ugandan shillings. That is per month.
So in a year?
In the year, we are now in 690 million, Your Excellency. Because we have been getting 55 million from poultry, and that was giving us
72 million times 12 is like 800 million.
Yes, Your Excellency. But we have earned 72. We have upgraded from 55 million to 72 in the last 2 months.
Thank you. Now, you can hear that Byamukama is now getting net, after removing the costs, 72 million shillings per month. Times 10 months, that is 720 million. Not Obukaikuru, then plus the 2 months, 140, that is like 800 million something. Net. Therefore, and now, Byamukama is employing, he told me he was employing 37 people there on that farm. And when you go there, you find the workers of Byamukama, many of them come from Kisoro. Here in Bunyoro, you have been having conflicts of Banyoro, Bafuriki. Ezo zona nentaro za Banaku. Abantu kuba kuikara mbunaku niba Rwanda nkese nene niziyana zonka. Aboko Banaku niba Rwanda busa. If you go to Byamukama, you cannot hear of Banyoro or Bafuriki. You can't, because they are all benefiting from what the little work that Byamukama man has done. So therefore, you the youth, I'm glad that aho munyankwero no munyoro ntobagambera ngo ninsindukorotami. I am pushing the one who is already squatting. I have come when the bishop has already sensitized you. So me, I'm just pushing you a little bit. But you're already well set to move. Now, this is commercial agriculture. This, evyona biri habugeiga oburi mukurisa no kulima okukora sente. Then the other sector is manufacturing. That's how you come to the emyoga, the artisan skills are not agriculture, but it's wealth from skills. Then services, obuhereza, services like boda, like hotels, catering, and so on. And finally, ICT. So if you do all this, and I'm glad that they have constituted you into Team Jesus, because that's what the bishop said, that you are now Team Jesus. You remember Jesus, the one I read about in the Bible, had 4 things: preach the gospel, feed the hungry, heal the sick, and work yourself. You yourself, you work. This is the Jesus. This is how, you know, I would also have become a bishop. But in 1965, I disagreed with I was president of the Scripture Union. And I disagreed with my seniors in 1965 on a number of things. Number one, Matthew chapter 5. If the heat on the left, turn the right. I said this one, no. So I said, we had a white man who was our president of the Scripture Union. I said, but when Jesus found people sailing in the Hekalu, he was violent. He overturned the tables, and there's no record that he paid compensation. So I said, this one turning the left, no. That one I disagreed with the Scripture. But then there was also the other one of, blessed are the poor, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs. I think they were misinterpreting this. I think what Jesus meant was poverty in hunger for the word of God, but not poverty. Because if you read then the parable of the talents, the one who multiplied the talents was thanked more than the one who sat on the talents and the one who lost the talents. So I couldn't agree with that interpretation of Christianity. And some people were saying, look at the birds of the air. You know, there is that quotation. Look at the birds of the air. They neither plant nor harvest, but God is feeding them. I said, you people. But I read the book of Genesis, where God created Adam and said, multiply and fill the earth, but also establish dominion over nature. So that's how I missed being a bishop. I said, let me go to the other route, you know, the route, my route, the one of resistance, the NRM. So I'm glad now I am totally harmonized with even the ones of the Church of Uganda. They are now preaching the same message like you, and you are preaching the message of getting out of poverty. We are really harmonized. So I congratulate the bishop for his coffee, and I want my team to go and capture the video. And if he doesn't mind, I will use him in my educational work when I'm up country. Now, Butema bricks. I needed to confess that when I came from the bush, Cardinal Subuga, with the Bishop Baharagati, they gave me bricks and tiles, which I used to build my small hut at RY'IGITANGAZAMAKURU, 2 small huts. If you come there, you will see them now. So I thank the diocese, I thank Cardinal Subuga for the Muganda. Abanyoro bachinecho, Muganda contribution. Muganda gubampaire. Now finally, when I meet his lordship, the bishop, we shall discuss about his projects, my PPS. In the new financial year, I needed to meet, in the new calendar year, I needed to meet his lordship, the bishop, and we discuss the projects, including the specialized hospital. So, Abanyaro, congratulations the youth, but please, I am pushing the one who is already ready to move. Let's get out of poverty, all of you. Because by creating your personal wealth, yourself, you are creating jobs for the others, like Biamkama has done. By using his 4 acres, he has already created 37 jobs for the other Ugandans. These are low-skilled jobs, but what comes from the farm will go to the factories, and we shall get higher skill jobs. I thank you, and I wish you good luck. It is now my honor to declare the conference closed. But I had attended another one in Kasanaruwero. There was one I attended in Kasanaruwero some years ago. Thank you so much. God be with you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for the message to the citizens of the nation.
Ningonza kasani na Museveni.
Father Museveni, nogendo maiso, kutunga ekisani na President, nitujja kubaho na ekisani ekindi, ekirimu Bishop.
Your Excellency, I spoke, but there was something very, very important that the youth had asked me to bring to your attention, as you did in Kasanaruwero. It has now become a tradition that when we meet in a diocese, we also launch a youth center there that will bring a long-lasting impact and can get also trained in what you have been sharing a short while ago. Those of Hoima have also requested that we request for your support in this, and also the youth leaders have asked also to have a photo with you. These two requests they have requested.
So a photo with the youth leaders and the president. We shall request the bishops to move in front and take a picture with the president and the prime minister as well, and the dignitaries there. Prime Minister bamusendekerezeho ba minister bandi omukisane ekyo. The youth leaders and His Excellency is signing on the youth project for Hoima Diocese, as he normally does wherever he attends the national youth conferences. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for commissioning and launching the youth center for Hoima youth. And amidst us, we have the pilot Habwahanjirwe that was sponsored by the president, is amidst us and is from Chikube, mwana wa Busiki. President akamuherera kandi yayaga kuvuga enyonyi nabweki ebintu bikusoboka arubata agendo maiso hali nawe president arole ebijuma bye ebya ikare na sponsoringa omaisa ati twena leka twemere tuzine the national anthems tujja kutandika nekizina ekya Bunyoro kitara East Africa, then the national anthem
Hello. Hold on. I will contribute 200 million to the youth center. Tindi kugonza kutimba uruhazo ntatere mu Uganda.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for the contribution. Leka President najja kutuwibiraho kandi abasigazi ni muhubira President n'obururu n'engalo ez'amaani muno Omuziro gwamaani muno President n'atulambula. DJ akazina akayita oba okayina akatubonga nawo kakira kuleeta vibe. Toyina kao aka President akira gonza. DJ tugonza kubasiima nywena ab'omulimu gw'amaani okukozerwa ekiro kya hati abateekaniza nywena kandi okusiima His Excellency abakuba naitwe ab'akaire kano abakuru n'abasaserdoti mumanyire kurungi nambali tubaire nituhumuura ewiki enu yoona niho mukwijja genda habwe kyamusana nka bulijjo neturanga hariho omwana anyakubuzire mwana muto w'enkerembe takubaza bw'oraba omwine samuya omuleete hanu nikwo asobole kugaruurwa mama we
teams are emerging just in front of us. They have been following the referee